Brooklyn Legal Services is an organization that's been in existence for 48 years. We represent people of low income and poor people in the community with the goal of having to represent people who previously had no representation and generally addressing some of the injustices in the community.
The core of our work is around housing preservation and income maintenance. We have a wide range of other practice areas to meet the civil legal needs of low-income communities. We work in close partnerships with communities and community leaders to both address the individual needs of poor families, but also the systemic abuses around racial and social injustice that perpetuate poverty.
Housing in New York, housing in Brooklyn has gotten increasingly difficult for anyone, let alone low-income people, to find apartments and to find stable housing.
We see the loss of rent-stabilized apartments across Brooklyn. What this means is that a time is coming very, very soon when none of our clients are going to be able to afford to live in Brooklyn. And we have to ask ourselves, where are they supposed to go?
At 410 East 17th Street, there are a lot of repair and issues and also frivolous court cases and actually just outright intimidation of tenants.
In a completely unpredictable manner, the landlord was affirmatively turning off heat, hot water, that there were electrical conditions in this building that were so hazardous to their safety that they were truly worried that the building was was going to go up in flames. In order to maximize our scarce resources, we partnered with King and Spalding, who are handling this case on a pro bono basis.
Paredes cayéndose, son ratones, son los refrigeradores dañados, se echa a perder la comida, estufas que no funcionan. Hay liqueos casi todos los días en diferentes apartamentos. Paredes con plomo, hay apartamentos que están completamente cubiertos con pintura de plomo. Y niños enfermándose, están siendo envenenados con plomo.
One of the things that happens when we start to organize a building is that the tenant leaders start getting targeted by the landlord. A lot of frivolous court cases that then start being brought up that really put people in serious danger of eviction if they don't have legal representation. So we work with Brooklyn Legal Services very closely on that to make sure that people have legal representation to protect them so that they can build their tenant associations.
Me han ayudado demasiado, ellos me han motivado más a seguir mi lucha en este edificio. Ellos se han tomado mi caso como algo personal, es una relación entre las abogadas que es increíble, no había vivido esa experiencia con ellos.
I was interested in working with students on student loan debt issues because of the scope of the problem. I think student loan debt currently eclipses credit card debt and is close to mortgage debt in the US and in New York particularly. Many of the clients are sort of told coming in, this is a path to a better life. And in the end, it's just a path to debt because the jobs that they're able to find after either graduating or after withdrawing from the schools are the very same jobs that they would have if they had no college education to begin with. And then they wouldn't have the debt, which follows them for the rest of their lives.
In 2013, I was in a car accident. Following that, I had to have surgery. I wasn't able to return back to work for 10 months. I wasn't able to make promise on the agreement that was made for me to make the monthly payments. I was getting notices stating that they were gonna garnish my wages. I was overwhelmed. I cried. I was thinking how I was gonna make ends meet. I have a son, an 11-year-old son. I couldn't afford to be homeless. And when Brooklyn Legal Services came in, they helped me to refocus my life, readjust, and take care of the important things.
Working with our pro bono partners like Con Edison enables us to serve so many more clients, and for each of them, it makes a world of difference.
The work that we do sort of preserves the integrity of the idea of opportunity in America. So many of our clients are immigrants. So many of our clients, my clients, are actively trying to improve their lives through education, but there are so many obstacles in the way.
Without us, our clients walk into courtrooms across the city with no legal representation, unsure about the rules, without enough knowledge to adequately defend themselves.
There's just a lot more people to help than they actually have the resources for. So law firms are very helpful with providing attorneys to support the efforts of Brooklyn Legal Services on a pro bono basis. Law firms can also be helpful in terms of making contributions.
We could not provide the services as much as we do without your support. And so thank you for what you've done for us in the past. And we ask you to continue to support us in a meaningful way so that we can continue to do the work that we do in our community. That's so important and so critical to this entire city.